the turnover ratio in her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push. Fall away, buries it. And a little reaction for the crowd.
Clark over Horston, hits a three!
That was
what made that team so good, you two? Outside Clark again!
What if we told you there's a basketball player whose highlights rival the most iconic moments in sports history? Someone who can sink impossible shots, dish out no-look assists like a magician, and dominate games in ways that leave fans and opponents speechless. Enter Caitlin Clark, the electrifying sensation who's redefining what's possible in women's basketball. Her best plays aren't just memorable, they're legendary. And trust us, the deeper we dive into her career, the more spectacular they become.
Working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three! Got a little separation.
From the moment Clark steps onto the court, the energy shifts. You can feel it in the crowd's anticipation, her teammates' focus, and even the hesitation in her opponent's defense. She's not just a player, she's a force of nature, blending skill, confidence, and a competitive edge that few can match. Today, we're counting down her jaw-dropping plays that prove why she's a once-in-a-generation talent. And believe us, by the end of this journey, you'll be left wondering, how high is Caitlin Clark's ceiling?
Look at Wheeler staring to the right side, knows who's there, drop pass behind. Could be the deepest shot we've seen Caitlin Clark make as a pro.
Caitlin Clark didn't just join the WNBA, she announced herself with authority. From her rookie year, she showcased a level of skill, court vision, and composure that made seasoned veterans take notice. One of her first triple-doubles remains a standout moment, a performance that sent a clear message. Clark wasn't here to learn the ropes, she was here to dominate.
How about the fact Seattle had 11 wins all of last season? They're already at 10. Looking to tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it down, Caitlin Clark.
Whether it was pulling up for a deep three with defenders draped all over her, or threading an impossible pass through traffic, Clark's game was a spectacle from the start. Fans weren't just watching a rookie, they were witnessing the birth of a star who seemed destined to leave a permanent mark on the league.
With a knee injury, and that's the way to push the ball in transition. Oh, that's not gonna waste much time. Caitlin Clark has her second three-pointer.
One of Clark's defining traits is her fearlessness. She'll launch a shot from the logo without a second thought, and more often than not, it finds nothing but net. Her shooting range is practically limitless, a skill that's not just rare but game-changing. It forces defenses to stretch far beyond their comfort zones, creating opportunities for their teammates and opening up the court in ways few players can replicate.
Here is Clark, she will launch and bury a three.
Because they do have a smaller backcourt, but they're quick. When she gets her feet set, I mean, that's why I carry my tape measure around, Patsy.
Take, for instance, her signature pull-up threes. It's not just the distance, it's the timing. She has a knack for sinking these shots at the most crucial moments, turning the tide of games and breaking the spirits of her opponents. This kind of shooting isn't just a skill, it's a weapon, and Clark wields it with deadly precision.
45 blocks last year, Clark for three!
If you thought Clark was just a scorer, think again. Her passing is equally mesmerizing. No-look assists, behind-the-back feeds, and cross-court lasers are all part of her arsenal. Watching her play is like watching an artist at work. Every pass is calculated, purposeful, and often jaw-droppingly creative.
Of that run to the finals before the Liberty fell to the Aces in 4 games. Clark connects on a three.
One of her most talked about assists came during a high-pressure game. She threaded the ball through 3 defenders to set up an easy layup for her teammate. It wasn't just a great play, it was a masterclass in court vision and basketball IQ, a moment that left analysts scrambling for superlatives.
Now realizes it. Clark trying to take her defender, pulls up and hits from the mid-range. 20 points for Caitlin Clark.
Great players are often compared to those who came before them, and Clark is no exception. Her deep shooting range has drawn comparisons to Steph Curry. Her leadership evokes memories of Tom Brady. And her competitive drive mirrors the intensity of Serena Williams. But what makes Clark truly special is that she's not just emulating these legends. She's carving out her own unique legacy. Defenses spread thin, and her teammates feed off her confidence. But the real question is, just how far can she go? As we look back on her top plays, we're not just counting down her best moments. We're piecing together the elements that make her a potential legend. Like Curry, she can change the trajectory of a game with a single shot. Like Brady, she thrives in high-pressure situations. And like Serena, she brings a relentless work ethic that raises the bar for everyone around her. In Caitlin Clark, we see the best qualities of these icons, blended into a player who's unlike anyone we've seen before.
After a rough start, Clark, a little bit of daylight.
What's truly exciting about Caitlin Clark is that she's still evolving. Her game isn't static. It's dynamic, constantly adapting and improving. Each season, she adds new dimensions to her skill set, making her an even greater threat on the court.
Clark, as we mentioned, only 3 points in the second half. She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today and gets the end one.
This growth was evident in a recent game where she combined her scoring, passing, and defensive skills to orchestrate a near-perfect performance. It wasn't just a showcase of her talent. It was a glimpse into her potential, a reminder that as good as she is now, the best is likely yet to come. Her skill, leadership, and ability to consistently pull off stunning plays have not only made her a fan favorite, but she's also sparking conversations about the future of the sport itself. Pressure is where legends are made, and Clark thrives in these moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot, with the clock winding down, or a defensive stop, when her team needs it the most, she delivers. Her ability to perform under pressure isn't just impressive, it's inspirational, a testament to her mental toughness and unshakable confidence.
Good job by Cunningham to quickly get on Clark. Clark sinks the screen and got the layup and one.
One unforgettable moment came in a tightly contested playoff game. With just seconds left on the clock and her team trailing by 1, Clark took the ball, dodged multiple defenders, and drained a three-pointer from what seemed like an impossible distance. The arena erupted. Her teammates swarmed her, and fans couldn't stop talking about it for weeks.
13 assists for Clark. Boston has 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark, a bomb is good. A logo 3.
Clark's impact isn't limited to her performances. She's a leader, someone who elevates everyone around her. Her energy is infectious, her work ethic sets the standard, and her belief in her teammates creates a culture of confidence and collaboration.
Clark has space, she's going to let it fly, and she's going to connect! Oh, Caitlin Clark!
This leadership was on full display during a game in which her team struggled to find its rhythm. Clark didn't just take over the scoring. She orchestrated the offense, setting up her teammates for easy buckets and rallying the team with her unwavering determination. By the end of the game, her team had turned a double-digit deficit into a thrilling victory. Clark's game is all about making the extraordinary look routine. She'll pull up from 30 feet out, break down defenses, and find open teammates with the precision of a seasoned vet. Every great player has a rival, someone who pushes them to their limits and brings out the best in their game. For Caitlin Clark, her rivalries have become the stuff of legend. Whether it's intense battles with seasoned WNBA stars or heated matchups with up-and-coming talents, these moments defined her career and showcase her competitive edge.
Step back, get your feet together, rotation. The Caitlin Clark effect.
One of the most memorable rivalries is her ongoing face-offs with A'ja Wilson. The two players embody contrasting styles. Wilson's physical dominance versus Clark's finesse and long-range shooting. Every time they meet, it's a showdown that feels more like a chess match than a basketball game. Their mutual respect drama as both players know they're facing someone capable of matching their brilliance.
Atlanta opened up red hot. They've been ice cold since that first quarter. Clark way outside. You bet!
Beyond individual rivalries, Clark has also been the centerpiece of team battles, such as her team's clash against the Las Vegas Aces. These games highlight her ability to adapt, finding ways to outsmart elite defenses while inspiring her team to rise to the occasion.
Well, last year Indiana was 10th in pace. Christie Sides telling us Clark rattles her second three.
These rivalries do more than entertain, they elevate the sport. They draw in fans, spark debates, and create moments that transcend the game itself. For Caitlin Clark, rivalries aren't just challenges. They're opportunities to showcase her greatness and cement her legacy.
This game, the pace of this game, I'm not quite sure who is benefiting. I guess you have to say the Wings right now because they're up.
Clark turned the corner.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a star. She's a trailblazer, a player who's changing the way people view women's basketball. Her style of play, her charisma, and her ability to deliver unforgettable moments are drawing new fans to the sport and inspiring the next generation of players.
Samuelson, nice pass there to Clark. Clark behind the back. Oh, it's Smith with the finish. Brilliance from Caitlin Clark.
As we count down her best plays, one thing that becomes clear: Clark is more than just a player. She's a phenomenon, a force of nature who's redefining what's possible on the court. And the best part, she's only getting started.
That's putting up some buckets.
It sure was. Top 4 scorers at the college level here in this one as Caitlin Clark, and now back-to-back buckets.
So what's your favorite Caitlin Clark moment? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned, because with Clark on the court, the next highlight is always just around the corner.